Greetings, beautiful humans. What's showing up in your field, lighting you up, turning you on, and illuminating the goodness in your field? How amazing can it be? Today, we're going to talk about specifically, this is one of my favorite topics ever, is energy precedes thought. Okay? Energy itself precedes your thought. So you're moving in your energy, and your thought is back here going, what am I doing now? Where am I at? What's going on? So I have an example of this back from Houston. It's like super fun. So back in Houston, I was going to a networking group, and I saw this couple, and the first person came in, and I could see them, and they were seated. And then the second person came in basically spirit form. So their energy was following their partner, but there was no body there. I want to say this again. So I was at a networking group. The first person went in with full body, and the second one came in as pure energy. The body wasn't there, the other partner wasn't there. So that was kind of an uncanny experience. So I was beginning to, kind of get all these kind of visions, and I can see energy, and I can see how it's moving and progressing. But I just had to go to the guy that wasn't there, and I said, "Listen, I want you to know that your energy preceded your body, your physical reality." He said, "Okay, cool." He's kind of a hipster anyway. But that was kind of an interesting concept when we look at energy precedes thought. And with that idea of energy preceding thought, it brings in a whole new sense of awareness of, is it the things I'm creating, is it from my thinking mind? Is it from something else in my field? Is it some sort of an other like radio wave that's coming in and broadcasting me to do something a certain way? Or is it just in fact that energy precedes thought, meaning that the energy of that of what you are, right? So like our little self, our little human self, we're in these huge, kind of like huge orbs of energy. And so our body is just kind of a small effect. I mean, we're powerful, right? Look how big and strong I am, big and strong. Anyway, but when we look at that, we can look at the energy preceding thought means the energy that I'm talking about, the energy precedes thought, is it means that you're stepping into a whole new kind of possibility. Because we think, as humans, as little humans, right? We think, well, this is really all there is of us, right? Just this human form. I've got these things I do. I've got, all kinds of, engagements that I have, or jobs, or family, or whatever it is. But then we start kind of looking at it a little bit deeper with energy precedes thought. So with that, this is kind of a kind of a concept. A lot of people think I'm going to think something and then it happens. I think it and it happens. But in my vibe, the energy is already present, and you begin to wake up to it because you're starting to feel the energy already. Take that one on. Again, the energy has already pronounced what our divine purpose was, or what our soul expression or God or source is suggesting for us, right? Or whatever name that is for you. It's already there for you, and it's up to us to kind of rise up or have awareness of what's happening. So, energy precedes thought could simply be an awareness of abilities to access higher insights. Maybe I've never thought about these insights, or maybe I never had any guidance, or maybe I never had lucid dreaming, or maybe I've never really seen impressions or images that I don't do that. A lot of people are like that. But what's happening now on this planet now, yeah, chat, yeah, that's right. Come on, let's click it out. Oh, yeah. So right now on this planet, a lot of people are beginning to get higher insights from the higher places, right? The higher realms. And so with that, that is the beginning for a lot of us, even me and the cat down the street right over there, right? Is that we're beginning to kind of step into the energy that has been with us for a long time. It's crazy. But we've already been walking around in it. We take it everywhere we go, right? But we just have no awareness. But now the awareness is kind of coming forward. Okay. So energy precedes thought. Energy precedes thought. It's almost as if it's like a precognitive awareness. And even with precognition, uh, I'm guessing a lot of y'all also have this as well. There was plenty of times with can't even say it, precognition that has been very powerful in my life, and a lot of it just seems like, is it just a vision or am I just making this up? But oftentimes it becomes the truth, and so that precognition, could be what is, energy precedes thought. It could just be that. Also, deja vu is a very similar quality, that you all of a sudden you have a thought or you have an experience. It's like deja vu, but maybe that might be energy preceding thought. But then you have awareness, right? So I think a lot of us, me and the cat down the street, are just like going, I'm surfing in this energy. I'm surfing in my energy and my frequencies and vibrations, and it feels really good. Oh my gosh. So, I'd like to do a little bit of clearing for a few people. And even for me, it's going to be for me. And so, when I'm moving my arm and my body's moving a little bit, so I'm kind of going counterclockwise. So, I could do a pendulum or dowels or something, but I kind of like using my body because it's just fun. So, we're going to do a little bit of a clearing right now, a little bit of releasing, and just kind of acknowledging the part of you that is still kind of in that idea, like I think a thought and then I create it, right? And that's a good way to look at things. But still, with the energy precedes thought, we want to really kind of activate it. But we're doing the releasing right now, but we're going to just continue to release any ideas that might be cumbersome with your energies, any kind of lower vibrations that you're experiencing, any of your goals that you've set for yourself that haven't worked. We're going to release all that. Anything that anybody that ever said that might, that wasn't right for you, with the goals that you're setting, we're just going to release all that energy. Let's see what else. Okay, so we got some more energies that we're going to do. Any kind of other energies that are in your field that don't belong to you. We're just going to release that now. Awesome. Kind of anything's with the electromagnetic energies, we're going to release that now. Anything with anything in the body, that may be showing up right now that kind of is ready for an upgrade. So we're going to release anything that maybe be suppressing that, so that we can get that upgrade, bring that upgrade in with the body. Let's see, anything else with relationships, any things that going on with relationships that aren't really harmonious, we're going to release some of that energy. And it's not like we're releasing a person or another person or thing, but we're just going to kind of neutralize it a little bit. Awesome. So we're still getting some more energy on releasing. So we might be releasing some ideas around forgiveness, that forgiveness that we've done before, and maybe we're still holding on to the forgiveness. Maybe we've already done a forgiveness practice of self or others, and we're going to really just release that now. Okay, awesome. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I think we still got a little bit more energy. So some of the energy across the planet could be some other energy or solar flares or mass corona injections. Just a lot of stuff going on with the energy. So we're just going to kind of neutralize that, and and with the activations, we'll do a little bit of work with that as well. But we're going to release some of those big energies that are kind of creating a lot of chaos in the body. It's not very fun. Okay, I'm still getting a few more. Let's see, what else am I getting? We're going to do some releasing around the heart space, for feeling love of self or love of others, and times where it wasn't, in the best way, right? So we're going to do some heart energy, releasing some things that might have been kind of painful. Okay, we still got more. All right, so let's work with maybe the crown, maybe working with the crown right now, the crown chakra, and then kind of releasing any old stagnant energy that's been around for a while, just kind of clearing that out as well. And we'll do maybe a little bit of activation there too. Okay. All right, so I think we're done on that. So now what we're going to move into, let me check my time here. Okay, so now we're going to be moving into some really cool, awesome activation. So with this, we're going to go into the activation. Let me see, I've got some notes here. The activating love within, and we're going to start with the ideas of relationships. So we're going to be activating and bringing uplifting more beautiful relationships with one another. Whether it's yourself, it could be the relationship could start with you, it could start with others, and just kind of bringing in that beautiful breath of life, that divine and beautiful light that comes in between the relationships. Moving now into an activation for the body, your beautiful divinity, your beautiful sovereignty. We're just kind of activating it and bringing in that light force energy and that beautiful breath of life and that God source energy and whatever name that is for you, right? Bringing that in to support you in so many beautiful ways that you'll feel better in your body. You'll feel better in your thinking mind. You'll just feel better overall. Your skin will be glowing. You'll be happy, you'll be smiling more happiness. And even with the body, we're going to do a little bit about the heart chakra, just really blending in that beautiful harmonious energy of that heart space, that it's really assisting you with finding more love for self and love for others, just really blending in with that energy and harmonizing that, and also with the crown chakra. It's just really just like being open to having connections, higher connections. Energy precedes thought, could be with God or source or any other name for you, but those are going to be some really beautiful awarenesses as the days go on. The next one is about the idea of abundance, and with the idea of abundance is that we have the ability to create and manifest. That is our sovereign gift. That is our truth and our sovereign gift. So we're activating that. And also the final place that we'll like to go to now. So each one of these are kind of like little vortexes or portals. The final one is about source and God, is that we have this stream of thought, these beautiful energies that are always working with us and supporting us in so many different beautiful ways. And as we start accessing and really knowing the beautiful truth of who we are and what we are and where we come from, is that we have so many gifts that come through. Beautiful, beautiful divine gifts. Whew. Okay, so I think we're good for now. Whew. That was awesome. So the energy precedes thought. Really want you to think about that, because sometimes in the humanness of each one of us is that we find ourselves a little bit we're not as expanded as the universe or as source energy is, right? So we might be playing a little bit small with some of the things that we're working with. So we really want you to maybe step into this ability, or this a possibility or probability that energy is preceding thought, and that thought is like, it's kind of like the crown jewels. It's kind of like that beautiful radiant light, or these beautiful vortexes that are open for whatever it is that you're seeking. So we start working with that. Energy precedes thought, because again, even if I have a goal or something, I'm like, this is going to be so amazing and so awesome, and then I think, God, I step into the energy and I'm like, it's bigger than that. It's bigger than that for me, and it may be bigger than that for you. Whatever you're creating, what your goals are, what your aspirations are, it could be something bigger. And so when we talk about those higher frequencies, or you could call it vibrations or frequencies, you could call it God or source, or the all of all, or whatever, the initial cause. Sometimes I would call it the initial cause, right? Is that we have these energies that are so powerful, and they're gracious. Those energies are so gracious and so loving and so beautiful and so magnificent, that we really want to just really kind of just breathe that into you. It's like I'm like touching your face and saying how beautiful you are, how amazing you are, how smart you are, how strong you are, and so resilient, right? So all of these things that we work with energy precedes thought, step into. Even if you step into another threshold, right? You already know everything you need is there. And the key here, I think, the key here is really that we got to access it. We got to start accessing through any of our perceptions, through sight, through imagery, through hearing, through sound, whatever that is. Find that perfect way for you to get those insights that are going to be really helping you as you're creating your beautiful life going forward. Sending you so much love. I'm so happy if you're listening to this. It's just a beautiful, beautiful expression today. So have a beautiful day, and namaste.